Welcome to the candidate instruction video on the computer-based examinations. This video is designed to guide you through important instructions that need to be followed for all computer-based examinations conducted by the Staff Selection Commission. Hi, my name is Nisha. I'm here to give you a better understanding of the guidelines that you need to follow before, during, and after the exam has commenced. Let us take a brief tour of the instruction guidelines starting from the preparation of documents. A few days before the exam, it is important that you are well aware of the date and the time of reporting. Please check the exam date and time on the Staff Selection Commission Regional Office website. The below information is mentioned on your admission certificate such as details of the venue, roll number, reporting time, entry closing time, and the exam start time. In the following situations, candidates will not be allowed to enter the exam venue. Candidates coming late will not be permitted to enter the exam venue after the gate closing time, which will be strictly adhered to. Not carrying the original valid photo ID proof. Not carrying the admission certificate. Not carrying the recent color passport size photograph. Once you are clear about the date and time of the exam, the next step is to validate the name as given on the admission certificate and the photo ID proof. Verify the exam venue as mentioned on your admission certificate. Download and print the admission certificate. Now, the next important step is to go through the following document checklist. Valid original ID proof are mentioned in the instructions issued along with the admission certificate. Recent passport size color photograph, admission certificate, and valid original photo ID proof to be kept ready one day before the exam so that you do not miss carrying these vital documents on the day of the exam. Following is a list of valid photo ID proofs. Passport, voter ID card, driving license, Aadhaar card, e-Aadhaar card, school, college, university ID card, valid as on date. Note, photocopy of original ID proof and ration card will not be accepted. In situations of name change after marriage or for any other reason, if the changed name is not on the valid ID proof, then you will have to produce a copy of the Gazette notification or a marriage certificate or an affidavit or a newspaper clipping. Remember that you will not be permitted to bring pencil, eraser, ballpoint pen or any other stationery item with you to the examination hall. You will be provided with a rough sheet and a ballpoint pen before the examination. These items will also be taken back after the examination. Commission will not be responsible for the safekeeping of your valuables and belongings, as Commission will not be able to provide any storage space for keeping your belongings. Now that you are prepared with the documents, the next step is to familiarize yourself with the following: directions to the exam venue, distance and mode of transport, time taken to reach the exam venue. It is advisable to visit the exam venue prior to the exam day to familiarize yourself with the location. This will help you to reach the exam venue on time on the exam day. Also ensure that you do not carry any prohibited items to the examination venue like laptop, calculator, Bluetooth device, watch, book, notebook, cell phone or anything which has been listed as prohibited on the Staff Selection Commission website. Candidates are not allowed to carry their belongings inside the examination hall. Carrying of cell phone would be at your own risk. As you enter the exam venue, you will be checked for valid admission certificate, valid original ID proof, and a recent passport size color photograph at the entrance gate by the examination staff. There will be a block level seating plan at the entry gate. It will guide you to the respective block or building. Check your roll number from the notice board and go to the floor lab assigned to you. As you enter your exam lab, your admission certificate, valid original ID proof, and a recent passport size color photograph will be verified by the examination staff. On entering the lab, you will be guided to the registration desk for biometric thumb capture and photograph capture. For capturing the thumb impression, ensure that you follow the given rules. Fingers should not be coated with stamp ink, mehendi, color, etc. so as to obtain a correct biometric impression. If fingers are dirty or dusty, ensure to wash and dry them before the fingerprint biometric is captured. Ensure fingers of both hands are dry. If fingers are moist, wipe each finger to dry them. Please note that biometric will be done for the left thumb. If the left thumb is injured, bandaged, or cannot be captured for any other reason, immediately notify the concerned authority at the exam venue. For the photo capture process, maintain an eye-level contact with the webcam for a clear capture of the face. The registration manager or invigilator will guide you to the allotted computer system number. Once you have completed your registration, you need to ensure that you sit at your allotted desk which has been assigned to you by the invigilator or registration manager. For example, if the computer system number corresponding to your roll number is C030, then you will have to sit at the computer system which displays the given number. Your photo will also be displayed on the same computer system. Before the exam begins, you need to perform some important actions such as write down your roll number along with the examination name on the upper left side of your rough sheet, which will be provided to you by the lab invigilator. Draw a line below your name and use it for rough work. The invigilator will guide you to fill the commission's copy and attendance sheet. Kindly fill the mandatory details on backside of the commission's copy and sign it in presence of the invigilator. The duly filled and signed commission's copy will be taken back by the invigilator. Please pay close attention to the rules and important information that is conveyed by the invigilator. Important information or norms to be followed inside the exam hall. Any kind of talking or disturbing will be reported as a malpractice. You will be disqualified if found resorting to any unfair means, including giving or receiving help from anyone during the exam. Usage of calculators, Bluetooth devices, cell phones, or any other electronic device will be strictly prohibited. Once the exam starts, you will not be permitted to leave the examination hall even for going to the toilet till the exam time is over and the exam administrator gives the permission to leave. Note: compensatory time of 20 minutes per hour of examination will be provided to the following eligible person with disabilities PWD candidates: visually handicapped, cerebral palsy, both arms affected, a candidate with benchmark disability who has physical limitations to write and for whom provision of scribe is essential to write examination on his or her behalf. Such candidates will be required to produce a certificate from the Chief Medical Officer, Civil Surgeon, Medical Superintendent of Government Healthcare Institution. Pro forma of this certificate is provided in the Notice of Examination and Staff Selection Commission website. Candidates opting for OwnScribe would require to submit details of OwnScribe as per the proforma provided in the Notice of Examination and Staff Selection Commission website. Exam begins. Now, to log into your system screen and start the exam, follow the given instructions. Provide the password in the login screen where the user ID will be pre-populated. The password will be intimated on the admission certificate. You can only sign in 15 minutes before the exam begins. To mention your password, click on the keyboard icon to use the virtual keyboard and then click Sign In. Your screen will display your profile information. Then click I confirm to confirm your profile details and begin the exam. The default language for viewing the exam instructions is English. You can change the default language from the provided drop-down list. Request you to read all the important instructions before the exam begins. After carefully reading the instructions, select the checkbox and click the I am ready to begin button. The I am ready to begin button will only be activated at the exam start time. Now, you can start submitting the answers using the mouse. As you begin, a timer indicating the time left for the exam will be displayed on the screen. Note that if the timer stops due to any disruption during the exam, you will not lose the exam duration time. Status for each question will be displayed on the right-hand panel. Each question number will be displayed in the defined color as per the following: green, indicating answered questions; red, for unanswered questions; gray, questions not visited or viewed; violet with small box, showing the marked for review questions along with the answers. These answers will be evaluated. Violet without box, indicating the questions which are marked for review but not answered. Now, to submit the answer, select any of the following tabs. Mark for review and next. To mark the answer to return to it later and move on to the next question. Clear response. To clear the answer option for that question only. Save and next. To save your answer for evaluation and move to the next question. If not clicked on Save and Next, answers will not be saved. After the exam time is over, all the answers will be auto-submitted. Once the exam is over, all the rough sheets and ball pens will be handed over to the invigilator. Note: you will be allowed to leave the exam hall only after the invigilator confirms that you can leave. We hope you have found this video helpful in guiding you on the exam related instructions. All the best. Note: for hands-on experience, please visit the mock link.